Back in the locker room, Tunch and Wolf. This segment brought to you by Sprint. And joining us, our very special guest, the IBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Monty Meza-Clay, just coming off his big win over Carlos Contreras at Heinz Field. Monty, thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being back in the locker room. No, make knuckle. Yeah, I got a knuckle up. There we go. There's the fist right there, baby.
Okay, now that was a unanimous decision, but a tough fight, a great fight for you. Take us through it.
Wow. Like I said, from ding to dong, I was on him. When the bell went ding, I jumped on him like white on rice. You know, but I don't take nothing away from Contreras. He came to fight, and he didn't come for a paycheck. He came to show he was a former world champion, and he displayed it. That night, I learned a lot from him. So, not only was it a tough fight, but I left with also something. He also taught that night. I was also a student that night, but I came out on top. I came out on top. He came with skill, he came with power, he came with aggression. It was like fighting a mirror image of myself. Because I do a lot of head movement, I do a lot of bobbing, a lot of weaving, but so did he. So it was like, and you can't hit what you can't see, right?
Right.
So we was like swinging, him bobbing, I'm missing, he missing, but I had a good connect count. I was tagging him, good fighter, man. I don't take nothing from him.
Monty, what was your game plan going into the match? I mean, as you break this guy down, what exactly did you want to do?
They're just get on him. Aggression. I knew I would. Everyone folds under me. Everyone folds under pressure. I'm a pressure fighter. Full speed ahead. A lot of bobbing, a lot of weaving. Like I said, forward progress.
Punches and
bunches, man. And I knew I would eventually break him down. A lot of body shot. I stuck to the body a lot. I did good with the head. But when I felt I wasn't connecting up top, and I go back down, go back down bottom. He think I'm stay down bottom, I come back up top. So I'm not a one-dimension fighter. I'm a multiple-dimension fighter.
Now, let me ask you. You went 10 rounds. Now, when did you find your rhythm right away, or did it take several rounds to get into it?
It takes me 2-3 rounds. That night I felt good though, man. I trained. Anything where I was at as far as train conditioning would have been overtrained. So I was at my peak, and I had a peak performance. I was at my peak as far as conditioning goes. So that's why I had a peak performance. But he in the 7th round, I believe I took off about the 7th round. I come back and I had to hear a lot from Tom. What are you doing? You lost that. I lost the 7th round, but I was cruising, trying to find my second win, let him establish himself a little bit, and I came out the 8th round like it was the first round. 10th round like it was the first round. That was probably my most exciting round.
Monty, you said something very interesting. You said that you learned from him. What specifically did you learn that night?
Specific? You definitely don't take anyone. I learned a long time ago also, but definitely you don't take anyone for granted. He didn't look strong or anything. He didn't look like he had too much. But when he stepped in, when that bell said ding, he was the total package. He was, but I was a better fighter that night.
When you get in there and you get donked that first time, does that get your hackles up and you're like, oh, okay, now it's time to rock? Or is it? Or do you have to like recover first and stop seeing the birdies and everything?
No. See, you work. I'm a music man, so before the fight, I'm warming up. Before the fight, I'm listening to my music. You try to psych yourself up as much as you can, as much as possible. But there's nothing like being hit. There's nothing like the first punch. As soon as that first punch is thrown, it's like, oh, we in the fight. Oh, we here. Here we go. You think, and that's what it takes for me. It takes somebody go upside my head maybe sometime before I realize it's fight time. And it's like, you ever see that movie with Stallone, Over the Top?
Yeah.
He said I switched my hat around. It's like that switch, and I do my thing. That's how it is, man. That's how it is with me. Boxing it's in my blood. I can't explain the feeling, how I feel when I'm doing what I love to do. You play football. Can't nobody explain. Only another football player can relate to how you felt when you step out on the gridiron.
Well, speaking of how you felt, what was it like? You're at Heinz Field, and they just introduced you. You got the fans. It's definitely a home court advantage. What is that like for you? What was going at that moment? What's going through your mind?
This is it. If you heard my introduction music was what's the guy's name? He sings.
How would I know?
Way to
I
know your introduction music. Hey, if you heard my introduction music, it's what I live my life by.
Hold up, man, because it was gonna come to me. He sung.
It was really.
I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Who sings it?
Some guy.
Like a couple music
some guy.
Some guy. I don't know.
And that's what it was. It's going. When it comes to me, it's just y'all put me on the spot, so I can't recall. But it was my introduction music said it all, man. I've waited for this moment for all my life, and my blood was pumping. It was everything that I visioned, that I dreamed about.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
That's
there
right.
you go. You know, I thought
You're
you
a
didn't
Phil
know.
Collins
Phil
fan?
Collins.
Phil Collins,
That's
man.
right.
You don't know.
You pulled that one out.
You know, I'm Mr. Rock and Roll.
Oh,
Right?
He
Phil
took a music
Collins,
class
man.
back in
college.
Indiana
I
State.
did.
And now he
Right.
thinks he's like some composer.
That's
type
right.
Guy,
That's
you
right. He
know?
was a composer.
That's right. I knew the song. It starts out real slow.
And
There's
then
something in
once
the air tonight. That's a
Yeah,
great
something
song.
in the
Yeah,
air,
isn't
and that's
the
what it
one
was. I know that, and they
chicks
felt it.
always pick that one to get married. You know, wedding music.
No, it's not wedding music.
We got to
all
put
right.
him down, man.
Yeah,
we
what's
got
that
to
Wolf
put
not
him
to get
down.
him
Somebody
out?
send Phil Collins over here.
Yeah.
Send him a CD.
I like when he does studio.
So what was it? Well, you stop
my
with
jam.
those Phil
All right,
Collins.
all right.
I want to know what it was like. So you're waiting for that moment your whole life, and that's like what it says in the song. And there you are, Heinz
sounds like a
Field,
chick music
which
thing.
is this. Listen,
Wow.
this is the Von Trapp family here from Sound of Music. So what's going through your mind as you're waiting? You're looking around. You see family. You see friends. And were you thinking, "Oh, don't blow it in front of my people here," or?
No, they say I think the opposite. What is the word for that? When you think the opposite of something bad, you know, obviously I think good. So I'm thinking peak performance.
Peak performance.
Peak performance, man. That's the only thing going through my mind. Peak performance, champ. You worked long to get here. You worked hard to get right here.
Do you call yourself champ?
Champ.
Champ?
What's up,
I'm
champ?
going to start calling you champ.
What's up, champ?
Are you
Call me
talking to
champ.
yourself?
Do you have conversation?
I do.
Conversation?
They say it's good.
What's up, champ?
Champ, what's up?
What's up, champ?
Ain't nothing. But
You're only in trouble when you start.
answering.
When you're answering.
When you're
that's it.
answering.
Do you have this problem? You sit there and you go, pick up the phone. Nobody's there again, you know. Nobody's on that phone. You get problems like that?
No, as far as
only you
no.
get problems like
I
that.
don't either. I was just wondering.
No, it's silly. No, man, I don't have a phone problem. In fact, my phone rings too much.
Yeah.
Now, well, you got enough of them. You came in with a handful of them.
Playing with somebody gorgeous too, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
with
let's not
somebody
go there.
gorgeous.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I had to ask you. You got cut in that fight.
Right.
Yes.
All right, and it would be over the left eye there.
My left.
Okay. Now, are you one of those guys that you see a little bit of blood, your own blood, and you start to wig out? I mean, because it can start trickling that eye, and it can kind of freeze a lot of people. Some
When you
people,
get
some
nasty.
fighters, that they worry more about
It's
the
a
cut
mental,
than the
yeah.
fight.
No, I've been blessed a lot of ways, man, to have a strong mind, and that's one of them where I know that when he see blood, it's like the bull in the matador,
Right.
you know. You see the bull sees the red and goes attacks, and that's how a fighter reacts when they see the blood. They react to it, and that's what he did. I knew he would react just to my cut, show him it doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. I don't show weakness. I won't show you weakness if I'm hurt. I can be hurt. My stomach might be hurt. My head, I might be a little dizzy, a little woozy, but you'll never know it.
Never know.
You'll never know it. Never, and that's one of my biggest trait qualities that I've been blessed with. Mental strength.
Mental strength. All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the champ, Monty Meza-Clay. And by the way, probably during the break, Wolf will be talking to himself, and Monty will be talking about himself. And it could be champ and the Wolf going back and forth.
Hello.
We've really never talked.
Here's my phone. Hello.
We're going to talk down this phone. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Monty Meza-Clay right here in the live.